Hi guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. If you're new here, you're in safe hands. If you want to learn anything about HR, recruitment, how to place yourself in the right space for recruiters to find you, you're a job seeker, you're in the right space. If you're a startup founder looking for more information on how to make your HR department more standard, you're in the right place as well. While we get into it, so I'm just gonna give a bit of a background into this channel. I expect videos on recruitment, on how to use the best test for recruitment, the best HR systems, the best about something really important, essentially in HR space. It's a bit new. It's not a new essentially, but HR guys are beginning to specialize in this aspect of HR. So if you're a HR manager, if you have never heard of tech recruiting, you're welcome. We're going to let give you a bit of a background and give you some information about it. Essentially, tech recruiting is the process of sourcing, attracting and hiring technical talent for IT or technology-based job roles. In the days or in advent of social media, these roles have become really important, essentially because they are building the new world as it is. So it's HR's manager's role to not just even try to onboard people that have the skills, but to even understand the nitty-gritty of what it is to work in tech, right? So it's essentially a new grey area that a lot of people are trying to update in. It requires a certain level of knowledge about the role that you're recruiting for, about the industry that you're recruiting in, and so it's not just your average admin roles or sales role or marketing roles. That even if you're recruiting for those type of jobs in the tech space, it requires a level of knowledge, right? Level of specific knowledge about exactly what the companies are doing, what are the jargons in the industry, so that somebody does not come and bobo you and say something and say, I use this programming language, and you're like, what's programming language? And then the role that you're trying to fill for requires that certain knowledge, but because you don't know, you're just recruiting blindly. How do you recruit for technical roles, right? Some of these roles most of them require a specialty, and for you to recruit for these roles, you need to understand what you're recruiting for. You need to understand the skills that are required, not just in paper, but when you're also giving them tests, when you're also doing psychometric tests, and you're trying to understand the personality behind these people that are highly skilled in this role. You understand what to look out for, right? So of course, it's going to involve advertisement, both online and offline, but most especially offline, because you don't underestimate the power of referral. That's really what this particular industry, the tech industry, really banks on. Somebody has done this, somebody has worked before with somebody, I refer this person, right? Because these roles or these skills are very specific to, and there are very few people that really have these skills. So like I said, they require a certain level of specialty, so you need to actually go into the circle of where these people are, especially because they're really small, and source them out, right? So you're placing advertisement locally, you're doing it online, you're joining tech networks. Let me tell you, this is a hack to actually like onboarding or searching for tech talent, right? Joining online forums, joining online platforms. So if you're an archaic HR manager, I'm very sorry for you. This is something that you have to evolve as the HR industry is evolving, and of course as the industries generally are evolving to embrace tech more, especially in the health sector, in the banking sector, in the agri sector. You meet it one day or later, right? So yeah, join forums. You see they have, so if you're searching for a UX designer, they have UX designer forums. First for them, essentially by being in front of them directly. If you use LinkedIn as your sourcing pool, of course the normal research for the keywords, and look out for who for that specific role. But if you're using Instagram, using other channels, I encourage you, it's a very simple hack. I encourage you to join these channels because your referrals might not always be great, but if you're in front of these people, you can know who and who to pick. And then of course, teaming up with a technical recruiter. If you're HR department or if you're a startup that is looking to employ these guys, you can team up with a technical recruiter. I'm telling you, there are courses out there if you want to switch into this specific sector in the HR industry. And of course, what are these roles that you call roles, right? And why do you have to have a certain degree of experience or expertise in technical recruiting, right? So technical roles involve software development, UX design, a data analyst or data analysis. I mean, if you're recruiting for these roles and you've been made to put out ads for these roles, you and I know that your basic HR understanding will not do it. Software developers, computer science analysts, web developers, sales engineer, information technology managers, computer research scientists. There are lots of these roles that are very specific and techy, and so because of how specialized this talent is, I'm gonna give you let me just give you a bit of an explanation of what the difficulty of technical recruitment is, right? Because it's experienced such rapid growth in the industry, and startups are on the look for it because of the startup revolution that's going on in the industry, especially in Nigeria, not even just Nigeria, internationally. It's important that these roles are filled in the shortest time, right? So imagine if you're not trained in technical recruiting, you're going to take a long time and probably employ somebody that's not going to stay for a long time. And you know how Gen Zs and millennials are. So the job expectancy for these kind of roles are really short, because it's a short, there's not barely enough skilled workers to go around in this industry for tech, and so the expectancy that a skilled tech worker will stay in your company it has to be unmatched benefits, unmatched remuneration. So in as much as you're skilling yourself up, ensure that you're not shortchanging them, because they know what their peers are earning in other industries, and it's easy for them to get it, like I said, because it is shorted in the industry for tech talent. So they're really hot cake, right? So how do you attract and hire tech talent? Number one, take time to learn tech jargons. Like I said, take courses. I'm gonna link a course at the end for tech recruiters looking to delve into tech recruiting majorly. Take time to learn the jargons. You don't want a situation where you're trying to hire for a specific role, and because the jargons is just not clicking for you. You that you're used to hiring for sales, customer service, it's just not clicking for you. So you're seeing different programming languages, and you're trying to hire for a specific programming language, and the person just mentions that they know it. You don't know their skill level or proficiency level of that skill, and just because you're not knowledgeable about the jargon. So learn the jargons is important. Create a tech savvy career site. So millennials nowadays, Gen Zs, they're not looking for just the money. They want the entire package. They want the culture. They want it to be a right culture fit for them. They want to have flexibility in their work, and so because they have a lot of options, and they tend to move quickly if they are not getting it. There's where you just give the barest minimum to candidates and they will accept it wholeheartedly. I know that some industries they are still very much like that, especially considering a low bar, and there are tons of educated or qualified people, so of course they're jostling for jobs. But this industry is not the same, especially startups, right? And if you're a startup, and you're looking to recruit for a specific tech role, hire a technical recruiter. Long and short, your HR department, it takes years or it takes a couple of months for them to be skilled on hiring tech talent. So if you don't have that time, which I believe you don't, hire a tech recruiter, to place a job advertisement, to do all the techie stuff, to do all the HR stuff that requires to keep tech guys or requires to draw their attention, because it's almost like you're investing in wooing them. So because you're trying to woo them, it's important that you hire somebody that can speak their language. So hire a tech recruiter. Of course, so now, like I said, one of the hacks is to get into forums that they're already on, right? So this not only helps you get talent, it helps you build your company's presence in their community, right? So they know that so consulting firm is very tech savvy and they want the best for their tech talent, right? So it's important that you build a reputation that you're out to get the best for them, because if you're not, they can smell it and they would zoom out, and then you have to be dealing with people issues, maintaining keeping people in your company, which of course is going to be more expensive in the long run. Another hack to do this, or to get tech talents, is organize local events for tech people, tech talent, basically. This event just helps you aggregate a ton of them into one space, and then you can do a mass sourcing of or headhunting of these candidates. And I think one of the companies that's really doing that now is Amazon. There's something going on that they're inviting people for events, and you're only apparently invited candidates for an event, right? So you see, the wooing has to be strong, right? Because of course this tech talent earn top salaries. So if you're wooing them, want them to work for you, leave there are many other great jobs to work for you, it has to be offered something really tangible and something really different from most companies. Set up an employee referral program. Referral program is important. Joining job forms is also important. Referral program will save you a lot of headache. Okay, and last but not the least, be prepared to negotiate salary and benefits. Have a realistic understanding of the salary for the tech talents that you're recruiting for, right? Because they know how to negotiate. They're very confident, these new guys, because they know what they are worth. Well, with these people, and I've been able to show you the way, essentially, just to guide you. And if you're just hearing about tech recruiting for the first time and you're in HR, you're welcome, right? I'm gonna share a link to a course I'm currently taking. It's called the DevSkiller Tech Recruitment Certification course, right? I'm gonna share a link. If you need any guidance on it, just send me a message on LinkedIn or leave a comment down below. Remember, subscribe. I'm going to bring you more educational content, more informational content if you're a job seeker, educational content if you're a recruiter or HR manager or a startup owner looking for HR knowledge in the simplest ways, essentially. Thank you for watching. Bye.